Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we try to figure out if that fancy corner office talk is just hot air or something really solid. Today we're diving into CorVel Corporation's latest report, a filing that looks like your typical corporate update. But dig a little deeper and you'll find some interesting movement behind the scenes. Think of it like a company press release, but with all the actual juicy details if you know where to look. Before we jump in, if you like getting these straightforward breakdowns without all the corporate jargon, make sure you're subscribed and join our Discord community, linked in the description below. We talk all things finance and business there. Today we're diving into CorVel Corporation's latest report, again without all the corporate jargon. Make sure you're subscribed and join our Discord community, linked in the description below. We talk all things finance and business there. So what's shaking at CorVel? Well, the biggest news announced on September 10th, 2025 is a change at the very top of their finance department. Brandon O'Ebb, Chief Financial Officer, after a remarkable 23 years with the company, is stepping down. 23 years is a long time, folks, and the company is definitely acknowledging his significant contributions. It's not an outright exit, though Brandon will be sticking around for a bit as a consultant to ensure a smooth handover. This kind of transition support is pretty common and shows a commitment to avoiding any disruption during a leadership change, especially for a crucial role like CFO. And who's stepping into those big shoes? The board has brought in Brian Nichols to take over as the new Chief Financial Officer. Brian is no stranger to CorVel. He's been with the company for 15 years, which means he understands the ins and outs of the business and its financial structure intimately. His career at CorVel has seen him move up through various roles, starting as a patient care coordinator back in 20 to more stable leadership. And fantastic audit says just this year. This kind of internal promotion is often a good sign, as it indicates the company values and promotes from within, which can lead to more stable leadership. And to take intimately, his career at CorVel has seen him move up through various roles, starting as a patient care coordinator back in 20, take lead to more stable leadership. Now let's talk about what this change means for Mr. Nichols in terms of compensation. His base salary is going up to $275,000, which is a solid increase reflecting the added responsibility of the CFO role. He'll also be eligible for bonuses and stock options as determined by the company's plans. This is standard practice for executive compensation, offering incentives to drive performance. He'll also continue to receive the company's usual employee benefits, which is good to know he's being looked after. It's also important to note that the report states there are no special arrangements or understandings behind Brian's appointment. This basically means he wasn't chosen because of some side deal or favoritism. It also says there are no family relationships with any directors or other officers, which is something regulators want to see to ensure fairness and prevent conflicts of interest. And based on the information provided, there aren't any other reportable relationships or transactions with Mr. Nichols that would raise any red flags under securities regulations. It all points to a straightforward and merit-based promotion, and based on the information provided, there aren't any other reportable relationships or transactions with Mr. Nichols that would raise any red flags under securities regulations. It all points to a straightforward and merit-based promotion. While this report focuses on personnel changes, it's a good reminder to look at the company's overall standing. CorVel Corporation's common stock is traded on the Nasdaq Global Select Market under the ticker symbol CRVL. This is a major stock exchange, so their listing signifies a certain level of transparency and adherence to regulatory standards. Knowing where a company's stock trades gives you a quick snapshot of its size and public presence. The report also confirms their incorporation in Delaware, which is a common practice for many US companies due to its flexible corporate laws. And that's a wrap on the main points of this particular filing. It was primarily about announcing a significant leadership change in the finance department as Brandon O'Brien departs after 23 years and Brian Nichols steps up. This is the kind of housekeeping that companies do to ensure smooth operations and that the financial helm is in capable hands. Looking at CorVel from a broader perspective, this transition, while important for the company's internal structure, doesn't offer a deep dive into their financial performance in this specific filing. However, the appointment of an internal candidate like Brian Nichols, who has a long history with the company, suggests a commitment to stability and leveraging existing knowledge. This can be a strength as he's already familiar with the company's strategies and financial challenges. The real test will be how he navigates the company's financial future. A key risk for any company is leadership turnover, especially in critical roles like CFO, but CorVel's seems to have managed this transition internally, which often mitigates some of that risk. We'd need to look at their quarterly or annual financial reports to get a real sense of their performance, but this 8K is more about the people steering the ship. So what's my take? CorVel is making a planned leadership transition, which is a normal if significant event in any business. The fact that they promoted from within for the CFO role is generally a positive sign of internal talent development and continuity. The new CFO has a long tenure, so he likely knows the company inside and out. That said, without the financial numbers, this report only tells half the story. The real story will be told in their upcoming earnings reports and how Brian Nichols' leadership translates into financial results, challenges or opportunities. Alright, that's our breakdown of CorVel's latest filing. What's your take on this leadership change and what do you think it signals for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps us out, and subscribe for more decoding of company reports, and don't forget to check out our Discord community in the description for more conversations. Thanks for watching and we'll see you next time.